Hey everyone, this is basically your professor, and I'm going to show you how to use Canvas really quick for the specific class because every professor has their own way. For this class, you don't really want to go to discussions or quizzes or anything like that. The best way to do it is to go here. Modules. They go by modules. I call them weeks. So you won't see all of this because this is what I see, but you will see the introduction. And instead of putting them inside, like I've done if you've had me in previous classes, I actually have them outside. So you basically can go here and then meet your instructor, discussion. It's kind of easier, I found, this way. So you've got the community forum, you hit it and you can ask questions there. There's no questions yet. So, and then you can obviously introduce yourself. Obviously, these are all open, so there's nothing there. So there's 3 students already. Wow, they're really on top of things. So then you come down here. Here's week 1, paradigms, epistemology, ontology, and theory. So then you start looking, oh, here's a reading, theories and human trafficking. What I want to stress is that I'm going more open source. So if you've taken me in other courses, you know that these courses here are going open source. So I used to use a book, but even if you hate the class and hate me, which is perfectly fine, you basically have to say, hey, at least he didn't make us buy a book for this class to spend money. So here you have paradigms, epistemology, ontology, theory. That's the first week. Then you go here. Oh, that's one of the articles. This is an article. And then lecture, lecture, lecture. Yes, I talk a lot, but that's why I'm a professor. And you kind of watch the lectures. I use YouTube not to make money, because obviously I'm an educator. I do make money. Those are those kids that play in their houses or playing video games. But I use YouTube in order to keep my own intellectual property rights, because if you've taken me before, I go to Latin America, I've gone to Boston, I've gone to different areas, and I film lectures in addition to these lectures, and these are mine. The law is of the land. If I upload them on an ASU Canvas, they become part of this, and also other people can use them. You don't know this, but if a professor, say, for example, makes a course, any course, it can literally hit a button that says, use a course made by another professor. So it's like it's weird. So I'm basically protecting my property rights. Right? Intellectual property rights. Although some people might say they're not very intellectual, but that's perfectly fine. So here, then you've got the discussion boards, ontology, epistemology, paradigms. I'll put in the grade and point structures. If you have had me before, you've seen it, you could just do the same thing you did before, but you have to understand it. And then like others, this is open now, process tracing. That's an article, cell-self relations. But for these, excuse me, the discussion boards are not up yet. So that's week 2, so don't worry. But all week 1 is up. And then I put it on a Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. And then there'll be other weeks. These are kind of up, but not completely up. So that's what you basically want to start thinking on how to do. Now, every week you'll notice, like down here, there will be a documentary starting week 2. And there's just a short video that you upload. You don't have to use YouTube, but you can. And you also could just upload it here. It'll be, I'll open it up. It'll be like a discussion board. And then you just upload your video, right? You could just tape it from your computer, etc. It's just to be more student-centric with the course. In these documentaries, there'll be discussion board questions on them, really help you understand the methods, and students really like them. And they have interesting topics. So one is Syria undercover in the regime, why Bashar al-Assad survived. One is the hunting ground, about sexual assault on campuses and how universities covered it up. And it relates to the method. So it's like, why did this movement become prominent, right? And then you ferret out the independent variables, the causal variables to understand it, boogeyman. And then I'm going to also have, video, killing her softly. You could also do, but it has to be one of the documentaries that you do your video on. I say let's have the documentary due probably like a week after it's up. So like in week 2, you would have to get it by week 3, Sunday, something like that. But I'll codify that in the syllabus. If you've had me before in the global politics, national security, American foreign policy, you know that you have to do videos, debates. This isn't necessarily a debate, but kind of just discussing for a couple of minutes how the documentary relates to the particular method. So qualitative research and qualitative methods, both the hunting ground and documentary on Syria, kind of reflect a case study, independent variables, why something happened at a particular moment or didn't happen. And we'll get thicker into there. But this is basically how you want to run it. Everything goes out in announcements. So there's no announcements yet. I'll send something out. You want to always check those daily. So just go to modules and you'll see everything. The syllabus is up. You hit the syllabus, but this is the best way to kind of see what's going on in the course. So take care, everyone. I hope you do enjoy the course. This is one of the most difficult courses to give because you're really being introduced to those methodological principles that is the social sciences use. So it's not always easy. We're going to do quantitative methods. That's more towards the end where I use RR Studio, qualitative methods, and interpretive methods, as well as paradigms, theories, and epistemology, ontology fit into all that. Take care, everyone.